Welcome to my list of top 10 pizzerias in Lecce. This list is for round pizza, whole pizza that you eat in a restaurant sitting down. There's all different types, from Neapolitan, thin and crispy pizza, classic old school traditional pizza, and also more modern pizzerias doing a bit more interesting stuff, different toppings, more groundbreaking ingredients. None of these pizzerias are in the centre of Lecce. You actually have to walk only about 10 minutes outside to find them. So what if you're in the old city or here in Mazzini and you really want a slice of pizza? Well, as a bonus, I'm going to tell you about 3 other pizzerias for pizza by the slice. Here in Mazzini, there's Squaiu, 2 minutes walk that way. And in the old city, there's Pizza & Co and Pizza Cotto. Now on to the top 10 list.
At number 10, La Rustica is a rock-solid Neapolitan pizzeria a stone's throw from Porta San Biagio. It's got a lovely outside space on Via della Uca, and it's got a good selection of relatively interesting pizzas, some of which are classics, some of which are their own design. At number 9, La Perla. La Perla it's really old school. It's an amazing pizzeria to go inside because it really looks like nothing's changed since about, I don't know, the 1970s or 80s. There's very, very thin, crispy pizza. If that's the type of pizza that you like, this is definitely the best pizzeria for you. That type of pizza is more classic to Rome, but you can also find it around different parts of Italy. It's got a wood-fired oven. The staff are really old school. They're not that friendly, so just be prepared to have a very traditional experience. It's quite good fun being in there. I really love going to La Perla, so I really, really recommend going there if you're not too sensitive and if you want to have a real kind of Lecce experience. At number 8, Vice. Vice is a proper Neapolitan pizzeria. It has lots of different types of margaritas and then a big range of other classic Neapolitan pizzas. It's got that signature chewy, fluffy dough that you get with Neapolitan pizza. I really recommend it if you want to have a Neapolitan pizza experience. Number 7, Buffalo Monzo. Buffalo Monzo is right by Villa Comunale, which is the park. It's not really a park, it's more kind of gardens right by the old city of Lecce. Buffalo Monzo is a restaurant as well as a pizzeria. It's really simple, it's really nice. I don't have much to say about it because it isn't actually the most inventive place in the world, but it does do the basics very well. Number 6, Uemi. If you like pizza and you like fashion, well, this is the place for you. It's so cool in there. It's got all of the mod cons of a kind of 21st century LED hidden lighting, lots of greenery, just a well designed and executed pizzeria that wouldn't look out of place in Shoreditch or in the meatpacking district of Manhattan or any of the more fashionable parts of the world. It also does cocktails, so it's just a great place to go if you want to put your best clothes on and have a lot of fun on a night out, but eat pizza, and a good pizza at that. And number 5, La Città della Pulcinella. La Città della Pulcinella is a classic Neapolitan pizzeria on Via della Uca. It's got those little like balconies inside with fake clothes like hanging off, like in Naples, and it's got that feeling of a kind of neighbourhood Neapolitan pizzeria joint that you find all over the world. And most importantly, the pizza is great quality. It's not the very, very best, but it's also not the worst. It's just a fantastic local neighbourhood Neapolitan pizza joint. At number 4, Rosetta. Rosetta is a real staple of the Lecce pizza scene. In fact, when I ask anyone who grew up here about Rosetta, they all go, "Oh, Rosetta, that's just a great pizzeria." The pizza is mad cheap. You can still get a pizza now in 2023 for €3, which is absolutely crazy. It's really good quality too. The ingredients are not, off the shelf, amazing, locally picked, but they are good quality. And the dough is fantastic. So for top value and for going somewhere that, especially in the winter time when Lecce is full of locals who are sort of living and working in the city, it's full. So it's a good one to check out if you want to have a kind of experience from the city itself. At number 3, La Gigante. La Gigante is one of the kind of hipster new generation of pizzerias, much like many of the other ones on the list. But the thing I like about it is that the pizza isn't Neapolitan. It's cooked at a bit lower temperature, kind of 300 or 350 degrees, so you get a bit of crispiness. And I think they use similar flour, either on the table when they make the pizza or in the dough, so it gets a bit of crispiness to it. And that's really nice. It's got a great selection of toppings and pizzas invented by them using, you'll see kilometre zero, which is like 0 food miles. Lots of ingredients that are very, very local, and well executed pizza that is perhaps a little bit more traditional, or at least uses ingredients that are more traditional to Lecce than to other parts of Italy, for example, Naples. Number 2, La Succursale. La Succursale's pizzas are always slightly different. They are always good, and that's why I decided to put it in here. It's wood-fired and it has that kind of bespeckled, charred, crispy, oven blitzed flavour to it. So if you don't like burnt bits, don't go, because it won't be the right pizzeria for you. But they always use good ingredients, the dough always tastes fantastic, and it's a lovely pizzeria to be in, so I really do recommend it. At number 1, 400 Gradi. 400 Gradi has long been on the list of best pizzerias, not just in Lecce, but in Italy. It is a well-known staple of the Italian pizza scene, and it's famous not just in Lecce, but across all Puglia, and like I say, across Italy. It has great attention to detail. They use great local ingredients, and the dough, whilst being of a more Neapolitan than perhaps local Lecce vibe, is fantastic. It really is an overall well-polished, fantastic all-round pizzeria, and that's why it comes in on number 1 spot.
Mamma mia.
If you've enjoyed this video and you found it useful, don't forget to like and subscribe. This helps me to help you find out about all the best places in Lecce.